Thousands of students flooded the streets of Jakarta yesterday. And the reason why connects directly to a war happening thousands of miles away. Let's start with the numbers inside Indonesia. On June 12, 2026, thousands of university students from across Indonesia, including the country's top universities, took to the streets at Jakarta's iconic Bundaran HI roundabout. They called it Indonesia Bankrupt. That's not just a slogan. Indonesia's Rupiah has just hit its weakest level in history, crashing through 18,028 per US dollar. Fuel prices are up, food prices are surging, and the government's budget is bleeding. So how did it get this bad? The answer starts in the Middle East. On February 28, 2026, the United States and Israel launched coordinated military strikes on Iran. Global oil markets responded immediately. Crude prices spiked to $118 per barrel within days. The Strait of Hormuz was briefly closed, disrupting nearly one-third of the world's entire oil supply chain. Indonesia got hit harder than most. Here's why. Indonesia imports nearly 50% of its oil needs, and half of those imports come directly from the regions affected by the conflict. Every single dollar increase in oil prices worsens Indonesia's budget deficit by the equivalent of 460 million US dollars. If oil stays between $100 and $120 per barrel, the additional budget burden on Indonesia could exceed $33 billion in 2026 alone. Bank Indonesia has